Test. All right. Excited to be here talking to you guys. I know I'm filling in. You guys have seen me before around all the time, but I'm excited to talk to you. I think I got a really important message today. Thought a lot about it, what I wanted to talk to you all about, and I think it'll be good for everybody. So here's the truth. Individually, we can accomplish much. Together, as a team, nothing's impossible. And that's how we can achieve greatness, together. Nothing's more powerful than shared purpose. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about purpose for everybody, whether it's me, the staff, but most importantly, you all. What's your purpose? So we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that, and I'm excited about it. So to start off, kind of the purpose of our staff. Why are we here? Our team, our center. It's very simple, and that is to provide great care and quality of life for you. That's it. When you get down to the core of it, that's why we're here. That's why the building's here. That's why you're here. All right, is to get great care and to have a great life. And that's the purpose. That's the whole reason we're doing what we're doing. All right, so I've talked about that before, but I want to make sure you understand that. So Vince Lombardi, heard of the great football coach, Vince Lombardi? He says, we're going to relentlessly pursue perfection in the hopes that we can catch excellence. Have you heard that quote before?
Yes.
It's a great quote, and that is actually what we're doing. That is what we're trying to do, is we want to be the gold standard of healthcare centers here. We're not perfect, never going to be. You cannot attain perfection, but we are pursuing that as a center. And I believe that we're going to be the best. I don't think we're the best yet. I think we got improvements to make across the board, but we're going to get there. We're going to be the best in Virginia, hopefully beyond. And you measure that a lot of different ways, but the main way you measure that is you. Are you happy? Do you feel you're cared well for? That's really the ultimate test. You can have 5 stars, you can fudge results, you can look good, our building looks good, clean, our staff looks professional, all those different things. But are you happy? Are you being cared well for? Are you having the best possible life you can have here? Because that's what you deserve. All right, in terms of my purpose, I have to make it happen. So as a leader, it's my purpose, my goal, the reason I'm here is to make that happen. And that involves both the staff and you all. It's not just the staff, it's you all too. And the relationship we have. And the standards we're setting together. All right, so I want to kind of ask a question, and you might not have thought of this. What is your purpose? What's your purpose here? We talk a lot about the center's purpose, the staff's purpose. We talk about our vision. We talk about our goals. But have you thought about why you're here? No questions yet. We'll at the end. We'll talk at the end.
Well,
Yeah. No. Just want you to think. So you need to think about that. Nothing happens on accident. Everything happens for a reason. So when 4 years ago this place was built, the job came open, I happened to be lucky enough and blessed enough to get this position. That didn't happen on accident. The way that we went from 1 employee in May of 2022 to 230 plus, 128 residents, and did it well, did not happen on accident. All right, I believe that everything happens for a reason. And you're here for a reason. All right, you're here for a purpose. So I think together, we need to understand that, make sure we're on the same page. Make sure that we understand each other and we're believing in the same things. Because we can't make this place great without you all and without your buy-in. Not to say we don't have it, but I want to make sure that we understand each other. All right? So, before we talk about your purpose, let's talk about how we're alike. I'm not a veteran. I was close. My brother went into the Air Force, Special Forces, after college. We went to college together. He wanted a challenge. I love a challenge. My family loves a challenge. We're just wired that way. You all love a challenge. Every single one of you. Or you wouldn't have went into the military. You wouldn't have served your country. You wouldn't have sacrificed everything if you did not love overcoming adversity, doing hard things, a challenge. And so when my brother went in, he tried to talk me into it. I'd already had 2 kids by then. So I didn't end up doing it. He wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He couldn't do it because of injuries from wrestling. So he went into the Air Force Special Forces. My grandpa was an admiral in the Navy, sacrificed his life, 43 years. So I love America. There's no better job for me, personally, than this job right here. I mean, driving up here and being able to serve people that sacrifice for us, it does not get any better. I mean, truly grateful for you all. And we can't repay you. So I'm not a veteran, but I do want to talk a little bit about how we're alike. So over 60% of nursing home staff and nursing home leadership turns over every year in America. All right, 60%. The nursing home industry is listed as one of the 3 hardest industries and careers in America. All right, it's not easy. It's also one of the most rewarding careers. But I believe it has to be a calling. All right, you can't just show up and get a paycheck. And if you do, you should stick out like a sore thumb here. All right, and that's what we try to hire is people that have a passion beyond just a paycheck. They have a calling to serve you all. In terms of opening a center, over 50% end up not making it to year 5. 90% fail. All right, 90% of organizations that start like this one, from the ground up, no policies, no procedures, no staff, no culture, no anything. All right, I had all from scratch. 90% of those fail. All right, and I looked that up multiple times to make sure I was right, but we have not. All right, we have thrived over those 4 years to get where we're at now. And the reason I mention that is because it's hard. It's extremely hard to do what we've done and to do what we're doing. But we want to do it. We enjoy that challenge. And we do it for you all. All right, not just because, oh, it's a great job. There's better pay out there. You can ask any staff member. They could leave tomorrow and make more money. We have good benefits, but you can make more money somewhere else. All right? The building alone does not, that's not enough. Nice building, decent benefits, not enough. You have to create a shared purpose and a vision and buy-in for a goal. That everyone has to be here for the same reason and we have to do it the same way. All right? So, in that way, we are alike. All right? We have sacrificed. We have done things. Nothing compares to the sacrifice you all made. No one knows that more than you all. I have not been in your shoes. I just know from my family and from experiences how much you all have given. So you deserve everything that you're going to get here and more. All right? But I want to frame that a little bit too, okay? So I do think that, back to hard things, all right? I do think that in life, there's one guarantee. You will have adversity in life. And when it happens, you find yourself. It makes you who you are. How you handle that adversity, how you handle those challenges, shape you as a person. And you all, I know that. Because you all had a journey to get here. You all had a journey to get here. You all had hard things happen you had to overcome that have led you here. And for some of you, this is hard just being here. You may rather be somewhere else. You'd rather be on your own. You'd rather be home. But if you're going to be somewhere, I hope this is the best place it can be. And that's our purpose together, is to make that happen. And to have respect and work together on that purpose. All right, so I want to get back to the question. What is your purpose? You know, and not yet. All right, we'll get there. No, we'll have a discussion, and I enjoy that. I enjoy doing that with you guys. I really do. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be here. You've earned the right to be here. All right, but let's talk about. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that you deserve to be here? You've earned that right.
Sure.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that because you guys mean a lot to us. All right, so your purpose, I believe, is to buy into what we're doing and the standard of how we do things, the culture. You hear me talk about culture a lot. Culture is very hard to define. It's very hard. It's not black and white. It's the way things are done around here. The unspoken rules of how things are done around here. All right, you can feel a culture when you walk in the building. I know students, have you been anywhere else yet? Other places? Can you feel the culture here versus other places? You can feel it. It's an energy. It's how people treat each other. It's the way you do your job. It's your attitude. It's your commitment level. All those things are culture. It's the standard. We are the standard together. All right? So that's culture, and it's so important. So you've heard Spark. I talk about Spark all the time. You can go to that one. All right. You can go to that one. All right, so I just put a picture. I don't have a lot of words on slides because I just want to make sure that you guys, I know you see presentations and it goes to every single word. I find that people a lot of times they're just reading the presentation versus actually listening. All right, so Spark to me is how we have been able to do what we've done. And I've never talked to you all about that. I know you see the awards that we do, right? And we recognize the staff. But I want you all to be a part of Spark as well. And I want you all to live by those same standards, because if you don't know what you want, where you're going, and how to get there, any road will get you there. But we clearly define the standard that we want here. And again, it's not perfect. Not everyone's going to be perfect every day. But I want to explain those core values to you, because I believe your purpose here is to also buy into those and believe in that. And we can have a discussion about that, you know, at the end, where we can talk about this and where you guys see yourselves in that process. But SPARK is an acronym, and it stands for, the first letter is service. All right, customer service. Who's been to McDonald's?
Yeah.
Who's been to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Who has better customer service?
Chick-fil-A.
All right? Okay, now, do you think that happened on accident?
No.
No. Right? Hey, they are intentional about having the best customer service. We are intentional about having the best customer service. All right? Customer service, you know it when you see good customer service. You know it when you see bad customer service.
Yeah.
People should not be inconvenienced to meet your needs. I know it happens because I'm involved sometimes when it happens. But I'm telling you, it's not okay. Now, on the flip side, have you ever thought about the customer service that you provide? Do you give that back? Do you pay it forward? Think about that. We're here to serve you, but why not give that back to the person doing it? Why not give them good customer service back? How about with each other? How's your customer service with each other? Check yourself. Always check yourself. Because that's the hardest one. As you get to know each other on your neighborhoods, as you're playing games together, as you're going to outings together, you start getting familiar, getting comfortable. Usually, the people who get the worst of you know you the best. Is that right? So, don't forget that you need to treat each other well. All right? And treat the people who are trying to care for you well. Never forget that. All right? I think the way you live your life is always going to come around. And when it comes around, let's hope it's a good thing. Let's hope you've done the right things. Okay? The second one, performance, you ain't got to worry about that. You're retired. You don't have to worry about performing. You don't have to do a job here. All right? You get to enjoy your time here. You don't have to get great at anything except for Scrabble. All right? Or whatever game that you want to play, or whatever activity you want to do, or however you want to pass your time. So, blessing. You've earned it. You've earned it. All right, next one's attitude. Most important choice you make every single day of your life. Attitude. You can control your attitude. All right, and attitude is not walking around with a fake smile and not like pretending you're happy or whatever it may be. Attitude is how you do things. The energy you bring, the effort you bring, the perspective that you have. Attitude is contagious. All right, do you have an attitude worth catching? And attitude is also consistency. Nothing worse than an inconsistent bad attitude. Someone who shows up, you can see it all over their face. You don't know what person you're getting that day. Right? It's tough. It's tough. So check your attitude. Always check that you have a great attitude. That's something we expect out of people here. All right. Next one, big one. I just talked about a golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. Don't talk to someone the way you wouldn't want to get talked to. It's about respect. All right. Don't do something to someone that you wouldn't want done to you. Okay. Now, there's times where emotions are running high. You lose your temper, those sorts of things. Just make sure you circle back and make it right. Okay? No one's perfect. You're going to make mistakes, but make sure you circle back and make it right. All right? Because you never know when it's the last interaction you're ever going to have. And that goes for me. All right? Doesn't matter, right? You never know when your time's going to be. So make sure that your interactions last. Great quote. I'm a quote guy. All right, great quote. What we do in life echoes in eternity. You know the movie? Gladiator? See Gladiator? All right, great movie. But I really believe that. I really believe that quote. I believe the way you live and the way you leave people feeling is important. So if you have a bad interaction, you leave someone feeling a certain way, last. It has an impact. You have an impact. Your words have an impact. Your actions have an impact. All right, golden rule is big. Last one. And I do think you play a role in this one, and that's quality care. Okay, quality care. And I already talked about that's the main reason we're here. That's what we're doing. And the only role you play in that is communication. Communication. Letting people know how you feel. Letting people know when it's good. Letting people know some constructive feedback in a respectful way. And that's hard to do, I know, at times, but you play a role in that too. You want great care, we can't read your mind sometimes. You got to communicate. And if it's not great care, you got to bring that to the right person to make it better. It's not complaining if you do it in a respectful way and you bring a solution. All right? So that's our core values. There's a lot of organizations that have core values that put them up on the wall and that's it. All right? And you never hear about them again. It's the blueprint for everything we do. When we hire people, when we interview people, we do it through the lens of the core values. We're looking for that person. We're not looking for necessarily the best experience, the most tenure, whatever it may be. What we're looking for is the right people, the right fit. People that are going to be here for the long run and do things the right way. And that's how we've been able to do what we've done over the years. So, last thing I'll talk about in terms of those core values is gratitude. I'm big on gratitude. Grateful for everything, entitled to nothing. All right, that's kind of a life quote of mine. You should be grateful for every great thing in your life. You should be entitled to nothing. All right, and I think that you need to understand that nothing is given to you or handed to you in life, and life is not fair. You have to handle hard things, be grateful when it goes well. And I'm actually, in a weird way, I'm grateful for adversity. I'm grateful for hard things. Because you learn more when you lose. If you don't, you lose twice. All right? I believe that you can become a better person, and I don't think that anything great in life can be achieved without adversity. If everything's easy and handed to you, what's great about that?
Nothing.
You got to earn it. You got to earn it, and you guys have already done that. But now you got a new chapter. And that chapter's here. All right, so what I want you to make sure of is that you're grateful. All right? That doesn't mean that you have to accept something you don't like, but make sure you keep things in perspective about how blessed you are. You're still here. You're still living a good life. And I believe you're in the best place you could be. All right? And this is an analogy I'm going to give you. And I do this with, I coach. I do this with this is an empty glass. All right? Now, are you thirsty? Let's say you're super thirsty. Let's say I'm dehydrated. I used to cut weight in wrestling. All right, really bad for your body. I lost 13 pounds in one day. All water, right? Terrible for you. Don't ever do that. Okay? But I remember being super dehydrated and thirsty. All right? If you're thirsty and you need some water, okay? Here's the analogy. Is that enough?
No.
Probably not, right? All right, what's enough? Let's do some more. What's enough?
No.
Is that enough? Okay, you want more. Okay. All right. This is all the water I got. It's not full. Is that enough?
Maybe
It's gonna have to be.
Well,
It's gonna have to be, right? So it's not full though. I can probably have 3 of these. if I'm thirsty, right?
Yeah.
My point is, be grateful for what you get. If you're thirsty, right, and you need something to drink and someone brings it to you and that's all they got, they're giving you all they got. Right? They're giving you their best effort. They're trying to take care of you. They're trying to help you. It might not be full every time. But perspective-wise, if you're always looking at, it's not enough, I want more, that's human nature. Human nature is to be discontent. Whatever situation you're in, you look at it, you say, yeah, this is good. You get used to it, then you're like, yeah, but it could be better. Right? Make sure you have that mindset of, man, okay, that could have been better, but I am blessed to be here. All right, I am blessed to have people that care about me. I'm blessed to have the life I've had. I mean, gratitude changes your life. It'll make you miserable if you're not. It'll make you a happy person and have joy in your life if you are. So, I do want to make sure and remind you, be as grateful as you possibly can, as much as you can, and share that gratitude with others, okay? Again, I'm not here to say you're not grateful. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying make sure to keep that in your mind. Think about that analogy. I hope that made a somewhat of an impact on you, if you think of it that way, is when people are trying to do good things for you and they're doing a good job, most of the time here, I hope they're giving their best. I hope they're giving their best. So be grateful for the ones that are and help the ones who aren't. All right? Help the ones who may not be getting it done. Okay? All right, so in conclusion, I had a different message I was going to give. I really thought about it. I had an opportunity to speak with you all because we didn't have a guest speaker, so I did a little fill-in, okay? But, every month I do a little round table and talk to you guys about stuff. I love that. That's one of my favorite things I've done since I've been here, is getting face-to-face with you all and having a conversation. Because I don't see you as much as a lot of the direct care staff or other people see you guys. So I love to get to interact with you.
We like it too.
Good. We'll keep it going. But that being said, I want to talk about what I talked about. I want to have a little discussion. I don't even know what time it is, but I know we got some time. I think at least 15 minutes, 10? Yeah. So, in terms of what I talked about, let's go back to the beginning. All right? Do you agree that we're better together? We're better together than individually.
Yes.
Okay.